Casey just, yeah.
So to me, I took this as Corbin calling Casey fake. Yo everybody, wanted to do a quick Love Island USA video today because Corbin did a video where he talked about this season and he made some interesting comments and a couple of comments that made me chuckle that I want to get into. You know, when Corbin first started on this season, I did not like the guy. I found him to be pretty boring, pretty repetitive, but as the season went along, he definitely became one of the more entertaining people to me on the show. I can't lie. Because what I've always liked about Corbin is that he does keep it real, and I do respect that about him. Well, he made a video which was like addressing fan comments and what social media says about him and what social media is asking him, and he kept it real per usual, but he also did throw some shade at Casey, which we're going to listen to first. I know Casey stands probably not handling this well because they are a sensitive bunch, but let's listen.
Y'all keep saying I'm a villain. Like, I changed Casey. I didn't change Casey. I've been myself, and Casey just, yeah.
So to me, I took this as Corbin calling Casey fake, that he didn't change Casey, that Casey was just being fake. But a lot of other people took this shady comment, and it was a shady comment. Clearly it was meant to be shady. He was even edited it to be shady. People took it as Corbin saying that Casey wanted to be like him or be him, you know, get play like him, which is true. That is what happened during the season, in my opinion. The more and more Casey and Corbin talked, the more and more it seemed like Casey wanted to impress Corbin because, you know, Corbin was getting French fries from Kenzie, and Casey felt like he was with a grandma not getting enough. And yeah, Casey felt like he wasn't measuring up to Corbin, in my opinion. It's just one of many of Casey's insecurities that were coming out during the season. But I do find it interesting that Corbin threw shade at Casey here. They were pretty friendly during the season. I don't think this is Corbin fully throwing Casey under the bus by any means. But with the reunion still over a month away, although I think they record the reunion in like 2 weeks or less, we'll see what other drama transpires, what Corbin has to say about Casey on the show if he's throwing shade like this in one of his videos. Again, though, like, Corbin took responsibility for the things he did during the season that either people didn't like or that he sees as being disrespectful.
I think the one thing that I probably would have changed was Casa Amor. And Casa Amor is where I said some disrespectful shit. I mean, I could have said it differently without being so disrespectful, and I understand it, and I'm gonna take that shit to the chin. Like, I'm gonna own up to it, I'm gonna take accountability, and yeah, I said some fucked up shit, but if I was gonna change something, it'll probably be how I said it.
So again, Corbin taking responsibility, and I think this is not only the right thing to do, but it's smart of him. But I honestly don't think this is Corbin doing this from like a place of like, let me take responsibility so that I'm liked more. And it's not like a manipulative thing from Corbin, because during the actual show, Corbin was always very good of taking responsibility for his own actions, which was a lot better than a lot of the other guys on the cast. Now, something else that has been happening with Corbin and Parmita since they left the show is Melanie stans, or I guess people that shipped Corbin and Melanie together, have been all over Corbin's comments, especially on TikTok. Even if it's a video of he and Parmita, they want him with Melanie. They're always talking about Melanie. And of course, is that disrespectful to Parmita? Yeah. But it's not Corbin's fault. And I think it's also good that Corbin decided to address that as well.
not even looking at question-wise, but I've been noticing the comments, ever since I've been posting with Parmita and outside of the villa, I've been noticing some comments of, not some, a lot of comments of Melanie and I just want to address that, as I see the comments as you guys are saying like, oh, I'm still at this restaurant, or I see this relationship still working. And Melanie and I have a friendship. We created a friendship in the villa. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I love how Sincere and Melanie are. Yeah, they may have had their ups and downs, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be good. I wanted to address the
So I'm glad that he addressed that, because not only should he address that for Parmita's sake, but it would be very annoying to get out of the villa and they're, shipping you with Melanie, who's in another relationship as well. Like, they're both in different relationships from the show. And it didn't seem like Corbin and Melanie were ever really feeling each other like that. So I don't know why fan bases be doing that shit, but it is what they do. And I mean, I really hope it's not like hardcore Melanie stans that are shipping Melanie with Corbin just because Melanie is in fact still with Sincere, and that is in fact pretty damn dumb in my opinion. Because yeah, they're coming across as like really sad in comments for Melanie, because I feel like a lot of Melanie stans, they have to push for Melanie to do better than Sincere, because she never chose better for herself, and she still to this day hasn't chose better for herself. She is still out there with Sincere. They try and stay out of the spotlight, and I think they do that because they know Melanie will get a lot of slack, but like, to me, it's not like it wouldn't be a little deserved. And I'm not saying people should be like hounding Melanie about it and like truly shit talking her, but if she's gonna stay with Sincere, this is a big show, people are gonna say what they think. And like, for me, if Sincere and Melanie ever break up and it's because Sincere did something, don't expect me to be nice about all of that, is all I'm saying, if I'm gonna give commentary on that moment, if and when it happens. But yeah, Corbin had to address this multiple times in the video, which is telling how much Melanie stans are kind of hounding him about this.
Y'all are spamming this question inbox with Melanie. Like, damn. She got it. She's in a couple with Sincere, y'all. Let that shit be, bro. We cool. We're chilling. We're vibing.
Because yeah, I think it's too much to be hounding Corbin about Melanie. Like, you all are saying Melanie can do better than Sincere, and yeah, we get that. Is Corbin that person though? Because Corbin is a player too. But like I said, unlike Sincere, Corbin does at least own his own shit, and he does keep it real. So it is an upgrade from Sincere. I'm not saying it's not. But Melanie and Sincere are together, so Melanie stans are going to have to leave Corbin alone. But I enjoyed this video from Corbin. Like I said, he became an enjoyable person to me as a personality on the season as the season went along. Still a villain at times. I know he's throwing Casey under the bus here with his shade, that he's not a villain and Casey was just either being fake or wanted to be like Corbin. Whatever shade Corbin was throwing, I'm sure this video will be a sensitive topic to Casey stans, because they are sensitive. But I mean, I also probably pissed off Melanie stans with this video too. What are you gonna do?